we're going to be learning how to make a game like Asteroids. So start with a freshly new project and we're going to name it to Asteroids. Okay, start by naming your sprite player. And then we're just going to design a simple ship for our player. So use the square tool and hold shift to make a perfect circle. It should be about 21 by 21 pixels or whatever size you want it. I'm just going to make it white, and I'm going to make sure it has no outline. So it should be about 20 pixels, and then we're just going to remove a corner. After that, we're going to make it pointing in the right direction, and here's our simple ship. So now what we're going to do is make the backdrop black, as we're supposed to be in space. So there's that. I'm just going to make the player a bit bigger. Okay, that's good. Okay, make sure the player is centered. Okay, let's get started with the code. We're going to drag in a when green flag clicked, a broadcast. We're going to call it setup. So this broadcast is basically going to be when we start implementing restart buttons, like I mentioned in my other series where we make Pong. So that's similar. So then we're going to make a new broadcast called start. And then you can get a when I receive start. Okay. Drag in a forever loop. And we're going to make a custom block called move. Make sure it is not run without screen refresh. So let's start coding move and do that. So we're going to drag in an if statement. If key right pressed, then you're going to turn about 3 degrees. You can customize this value if you want. Then you're going to do if left arrow key pressed, it's going to turn left 3 degrees. So right now, you should be able to turn your player like in the original Asteroids game. And then we're going to focus on having the player move. Make a variable called momentum. During the start of the loop, before the start of the loop, you can set momentum to 0. So I'm going to duplicate this if statement. So if up arrow key pressed, then I'm going to change momentum by 1.5. You can set this value to whatever you want. And if down arrow key pressed, set momentum to negative 1.5. After that, you're going to move momentum steps. And to create a type of friction and like realistic physics, because we're in space, we're going to do set momentum to momentum times 0.9. If you want more like slip, then you set this value higher. If you don't want like drift, then set it lower. And to avoid like jittery movement, we're just gonna do if momentum is less than 1, then set momentum to 0. Now click play. Let's see what happens. Yes, you can see that we have beautiful movement, similar to the original Asteroids game. So yeah, that's all it for this episode. And the next episode, we're going to focus on player shooting, and then we're going to focus on the asteroids themselves. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Please be sure to like and subscribe.